Stop what you're doing and don't mindlessly queue up in ranked. You're making it harder on yourself, and I can save you before you end up like these guys. Don't be like them. You're wasting your time, and you can do this so much faster by doing this. In light of my recent understanding of the system, I realized how players actually climb. It all comes back to Riot's disgustingly designed retention system, and I'll show you how to abuse it. Whether it's because you lack the skill needed or you just don't understand how the system works, this video should clear everything up. There are countless terrible players climbing because they're abusing the system, whether they realize it or not. I'll talk about how the system works and then how you actually climb by losing games. Yes, losing games. If you don't already know, matchmaking is rigged, and your choice whether to believe me or not is really up to you. I don't really have an obligation to help you save your time, money, and mental health because I don't get paid to do this, but my intention is to help get everybody to the desired rank the fastest so you can quit the game faster. Hopefully you can spend less time playing League and doing anything more beneficial, like literally anything, playing a different game, literally anything. Nonetheless, if you ask any challenger player, they all know there are games designed for you to lose. Riot has an algorithm that can predict whether or not you're going to win the game or lose the game. Obviously it's not perfect because we're unpredictable humans, but it's pretty accurate. What you do need to understand is that Riot's measuring your performance every single game. The key word is performance, also known to the system as stats. Riot is literally measuring the extent of how well you are performing in their design wins and losses. This means that winning isn't just winning and losing isn't just losing. They're literally forcing you to win and lose a certain way in order for you to actually climb, which infuriates me more than literally anything. So here's the proof. On this account I've been playing on, I didn't remotely try for the first 30 games. I had that I played well enough mindset to win because I was under the illusion that winning games makes you climb. Wrong. My mistake was thinking that in every single game of League of Legends you queue up for, you're given a 50-50 chance to win every single time. This is completely wrong. This is not how the system is designed. One team will always have a slight edge over the other team, and I can show you this. On this account alone, the first 30 games ruined my MMR so badly that I was in what you call the Riot experience because it's designed for you to play endless amounts of games. I can confidently say that my team was the problem every single game that I lost, and why can I say this? Because I'm acing or second to acing nearly every single game. A top 100 challenger player or scripter would have lost the exact same game I did, but their stats might have been better. Better CS, 1 or 2 more kills, more damage, you get the idea. This is an important concept you need to understand. In the past, I thought if I played more and more games, eventually Riot would give me better teams than losing teams. I mean, it makes 100% sense because winning games equals LP games, and once you get enough, you just climb, right? No. This right here is how Riot gets you stuck in their experience of being 1 or 2 wins away from promotion and demoting all the way back down. Why do you think so many people have the exact same story? It's because Riot's designing it this way to retain retention and keep you playing this disgusting game. If this is not enough to convince you, Riot's lead game designer literally openly said this himself. If you don't understand the system and keep playing games not performing and collecting stats as well as the game wants you to climb, even though you might not be the reason you lost the game, you will be hard stuck forever. You'll fall for Riot's intended game design to keep you hooked, and it's just like a terrible gambling addiction. You'll be there forever. You'll just lose your sanity. Understand that winners queue and losers queue exist. Do not trust this pathetic, revolting company taking advantage of you. This game is all about statistics. Put a challenger in a diamond lobby, but give him the significantly worse team every single game, he will lose every single game. Difference between him and you is that he's performing the best and has the best stats every game compared to his team. This will then trigger the system to rig his teams to be better in order for him to reach this rank. Now, after explaining the system, I have a perfect example to show you. Let's think about how averages work. On Deep LOL, this website calculates your overall performance every game by giving you a number. This is not 100% accurate to how Riot does it because we will never know, but it's pretty accurate. Now, here's where school math finally makes an impact in real life. If we take your scores and add them all together and call this variable X, we just calculate your total performance number from your games. Now, how do we calculate average? We divide this number by N, which represents the total number of games played, and boom, what do we get? Your average, also known as your MMR rating. If your performance average isn't high enough, Riot will keep you hard stuck in your rank forever until you consistently perform better. Remember the keyword performance, also known as stat. Riot doesn't see or care about your decision making, it only cares about the stats. Now let's tie it back to this count. After the first 30 games I played on this account mindlessly and not even trying every game, I had an average score of 54. Even already hitting masters, and if this isn't good enough for the BBC Glazers, I already hit diamond 3 different times above a 70% win rate this split alone, so why couldn't I climb on this account? I sat on Emerald 2 for an additional 35 games of winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing, but then suddenly I just magically won 9 out of 10 games, promoting me to diamond, playing in the exact same elo. What? I'm either the luckiest person in the world or matchmaking is rigged. Why did this happen? The difference is I finally got my average stats high enough for the system to trigger me to climb. The system was intentionally holding me back and essentially gaslighting me because it's measuring games designed for me to win and lose until I overall increase my overall stats high enough for it to allow me to climb. On this account in particular, when my average score was above 60 plus on Deep LOL, this is when it triggered me to climb. Any of the recent games I just won from this win streak, and although I performed well, my team was 100% better every single game. Open your eyes. How do you not see this and not get frustrated at this company for lying to you? Winner's queue and loser queue exists. I literally just proved it. Why do you think a website is saying I am projected to climb 3 sub ranks higher than my actual current rank? Because it's looking at my stats. It's all just a game of stats. It's incredibly frustrating because I spent my entire life thinking this game would give you fair chances to win every game, but that's just not how ranked is designed. The amount of hours and time I spent playing mindlessly thinking that my keys would get better when it never would because of Riot's design is so incredibly wasteful. The more games I play without trying, the worse my average number gets and the harder it is for me to climb. Please do not trust anything this company tells you. It's an unethical business at the end of the day, and it wants you to keep playing so they can make money off your suffering. This is terrible. Now let's talk about how you climb by losing. I'm gonna call this stats preservation mode. What do I mean by this? I mean, in the games you know are designed for you to lose, you need to change your playstyle and accommodate to make the games recognize you were the best performing player on this team. If you see your team taking a fight that you know you're gonna lose, take it anyway because your teammates are going to take it regardless of you pinging not to. This would increase your damage inflicted stats, obtaining kill participation stats, and overall everything. But what you need to do is make sure that you survive. What do you think I just described? I just described every single KDA player that's overinflated, and this is the reason why. All of them just keep doing this, and there are players at a higher rank than they should be. The game will make you ace, and then eventually your team will be better and better, and you just climb out of your rank. There's plenty of League of Legends players who are just naturally KDA and selfish players, but unfortunately, they'll just keep climbing. Because Riot doesn't see decision making, it just only sees the stats. If you keep baiting your teammates to get the most kills, inflicted damage, and die the least, Riot will say you performed the best this game, and you will get the ace rating and better MMR overall. Keep playing like this, and eventually the system will reach a rank where the game will test your skills, and the person will underperform because this person doesn't know how to play correctly, making you hard stuck in this rank. Consequently, being a KDA player will hurt you eventually because you won't get better, but if you really care about peaking out of rank, you can do this and climb to it. This is a huge flaw in this design because if someone KDS's all the kills and does nothing with the advantage, the system will reward them because they'll ace the game. It's easier to perform when you're given the goal to buy more items and deal damage, which consequently increases your overall stat. Another stats preservation mode method is to try to FF as early as possible when you know your team is going to lose in the long run. Oh, wait, what? Why? So you have to play to win every game? Well, of course, but you already know there are games designed for you to lose. If you can identify these games based on how your team is performing, you will increase your overall stats needed to climb in the future. This will ensure you have better stats in the end in case you accidentally die or just miss some kill participation opportunities. I'll show you some examples, but the fact that you have to even think about doing this is so absolutely ridiculous. So I want to show you this as an example. This is the Blanc example I played a month ago, but it's a really good example, so nonetheless, I hope you guys get the concept. So in particular game, I was doing really well early, but then towards the end, the game just kept prolonging. I didn't FF because I saw chances of winning, but that actually hurt me ultimately, and I'll show you why and why I'm not the ace of this game. Even though I'm not doing that poorly, I could have performed even better. So if you look at my graphs, it's just one website. This is op.gg. Look how my graphs, my score, op.gg score was really good, really high early at 5.1, and then just because I decided not to FF, the longer the game just kept progressing and more my team just kept inting, or I just didn't participate in every single fight, my score just keeps going down and down and down and down. And even though I'm not the reason we lost this game. I mean, we just got team gap, sure, it happens, but the fact that I didn't FF when I was doing early just makes my score even look, it makes me look way worse to the system. So that's why you should FF way earlier if you can. So that's my little analysis on that. In the end, this all frustrates me more than anything. High elo players tell you to try your best every game, increase your CS kills, but they don't actually tell you why. This is the reason why. The moral of this video is that you have to try 100% every single game, despite whether it's a rig win or loss. You cannot win every game. Faker can't, Chovy can't, nobody can. All because the system is designed for retention. If you're trying 100% every single game and you can't climb, that's when you need to reevaluate what you're doing wrong. If I'd known this previously, I would have tried every single game. In the past, every time I knew the game was lost, I stopped trying because I didn't care at that point. This actually hurts your overall performance and makes it harder to climb. After understanding all of this, my mindset has completely changed for this game because I now understand how it works. For the players that never knew this or just don't, they will mindlessly fall into a trap and play an ungodly amount of games thinking you'll climb, but in reality, you will never. If you gain beat an account with 500 games with a terrible average, me or a challenger player could lose plenty of games because the system designs for us to lose. But the difference is that we would perform better in every single game, which eventually we will decline. The downside is that since you played so many games, it would take forever to fix your MMR because of the hole you dug, unless you do and just force your way out. This is why I encourage making a new account because Riot no longer holds you back then. Have the mindset that a challenger player might have lost the exact same game you would have lost, but they would have performed significantly better. Then eventually the system will allow you to climb because matchmaking is rigged. Well, that's all you need to know, and I hope this helps your league journey become so much better. From someone who's wasted so much of their life playing this game, I really want the best for everyone and to take down this disgusting company if possible. If you see this and want to quit, I would actually encourage it because it is truly a waste of time playing this game. Please leave a like if I help you understand the system, and subscribe to my channel for content to help you climb if you're unwilling to quit. Little things like this can help drastically change my future, and then maybe all of this wasn't for nothing. Have a terrific day, guys, and see ya.